The biggest lessons I've learned in my life are here. Through different stories and topics, I'm going to inspire and motivate you to reach your success and your dreams. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on Journey to Success. So, let's enjoy my next episode together. Hi, guys, my name is Fabio from Journey to Success and welcome. As you know, in this podcast, we talk about how to make progress, especially make progress through mistakes, through different failures. In this case, we're talking about this beautiful topic is perfectionism versus progress. And I have just a question for you. Did you know that around 70% of people experience the effects of perfectionism at some point in their lives? It sounds like a good thing. I mean, who doesn't want to be perfect? But here's the catch: perfectionism can actually cause stress, anxiety, and even stop us from reaching our goals. So let me ask you, what does being perfect really mean? Is it something we should aim for, or is, let's say, a better way to to reach our success, our goal? So today we're going to talk about something that affects many people: perfectionism and progress. In today's world, everything moves fast, and we feel like we need to be perfect all the time, whether it's at work, in school, or even on social media, especially on social media in these days. We're always comparing ourselves to others. We see this perfect image and success stories, and we start to believe that we must be perfect to succeed. But is that really true? Is perfection something we should chase, or is focusing on progress, on small steps forward, that it really makes the difference? This topic is so important, guys, because we live in a world where rewards, achievements, and results look so important. The pressure is huge, and it affects our mental health, our motivation, and even our happiness. Today, I want to explore how seeking for progress and not perfection can change the way you think about success. So let's start. Let's start by talking about the problems caused by perfectionism. All right. So, one of the biggest issues is the pressure to always be the best. Society expects us to succeed in everything we do. We see perfect homes, perfect bodies, and perfect careers online, and we start to think we're failing if we don't match that image, if we don't match that standard. This pressure can lead to serious problems. So, people with perfectionist inclinations often feel stressed, anxious, and even depressed because they are constantly trying to meet impossible standards. So, the fear of failure becomes overwhelming. And that fear can stop us from even trying. That's the real problem. How many times have you put off a project or an idea because you didn't think it would turn out perfectly? It happens to all of us. Another issue is that perfectionism can lead to burnout. When we try to be perfect all the time, we push ourselves too hard. We forget to rest, to enjoy the process, or to appreciate how far we've come. Instead, we focus only on what's missing or what could be better. So, this constant pursuit models us down both mentally and physically, and that's not good at all. And finally, perfectionism often leads to procrastination. So, when you're afraid of not being perfect, you might delay starting something because you don't feel ready. The results, you never start, or you start too late. Perfectionism stops us from taking action, and without action, we can't make progress. Okay, that's the full point here. Now, let's shift our focus to progress. Progress is about moving forward, okay? So even if it's not perfect, it's about learning, growing, and improving over time. While perfectionism tells us to wait until everything is perfect before we act, progress encourages us to start now and improve along the way. Think about successful people like, let's say, Elon Musk, or even athletes like Michael Jordan. So they didn't achieve success by being perfect from the start. Okay? They made mistakes, learned from them, and kept moving forward. Elon Musk's early ventures weren't all successful. Some even failed. But the point here is that he didn't stop. He never stopped. So he focused on progress, adjusting his approach and improving his work. There's another story I love about a teacher who divided her class into two groups. So one group was told to make the perfect clay pot, so they could take as long as they needed to get it right. The other group was told to make as many pots as possible in the same time frame. So no matter how they turned it out, by the end, the group that made many pots had not only made more, but also produced better quality pots. Why? It's simple. Because they practiced, they practice, they learn, and improve with each one. They try, try, try. So this is the power of progress. All right. In my own journey with the podcast, I faced perfectionism too. Of course, I still do, honestly. But especially when I start this podcast or any project in my hand, I wanted everything to be perfect. In this case, in the case of the podcast, we're talking about perfection in the sound quality, the script, the editing. But I realized that if I waited for everything to be perfect, I would never start. So I began knowing that it wouldn't be perfect. So each episode, in my opinion, got better as I learned new skill and grew more confident with myself, believe in my dream. So I embrace progress, and that made all the difference. Okay. So focusing on progress helps you build confidence too. Every step forward, no matter how small, is an achievement, guys. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. How can I say? It doesn't matter how big or small is the step you're doing, is always an achievement. You start to see that it's okay to make mistakes as long as you keep moving forward. You start to think that actually mistakes are fundamental for your journey. So you don't have to wait for the perfect moment to start. You just need to start. That's what you only need. Here is the key insight I want to share today: progress over perfection. So, this simple phrase can change how you approach everything in life. It reminds us that we don't need to be perfect to succeed, we just need to keep improving. One powerful quote that stuck with me is from Winston Churchill. It's a quote that you probably know already because it's everywhere in internet. But the quote says, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This is a perfect example of progress over perfection. So it's not about getting everything right the first time. It's about continuing, learning, and growing. So when you focus on progress, every step forward brings you closer to your goal. Even if you stumble along the way, it doesn't matter. All right. So let's recap a little bit. We discussed the dangers of perfectionism, so how it can lead to stress, anxiety, procrastination, and even burnout. We explored how society's pressure to be perfect can hold us back and stop us from making progress. But we also learned the value of focusing on progress instead of perfection. By embracing progress, we allow ourselves to make mistakes. That's very important. Learn from them. It's very important, and grow stronger. at the same time. So remember, you don't have to wait for everything to be perfect to take action. Just start. Okay, that's it. Just start. And with each step, you will improve. I swear, I promise you, it is must. It is like that. Over time, you will see that it's progress, not perfection, that leads to real success and fulfillment. Now, I would love to hear from you. Have you struggled with perfectionism in your own life? How do you focus on progress? Share your stories and tips in the comments below. Also, you can also go on my Instagram or Facebook. It's Fabio Posca if you like to share some of your story under my reel. And let's support each other on this journey. And if you enjoyed today's episode, share it with other people. I would appreciate a lot. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop a follow. It doesn't matter where you are, maybe on Spotify, maybe on YouTube. I don't know where you are right now. Just don't forget to subscribe, drop a follow, especially share with the people. Truly, it's I like the idea. My episode are I like the idea that people can get value from my episodes. For me, it's more important than just a follow. I have to be honest. Thank you for joining me today on Journey to Success, and remember, progress is the key to grow. Wow, can you believe it? Here we are at the end of the episode. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sticking around, guys. If you enjoyed what you hear, I would really appreciate if you could take a moment to check out the episode details on below and click the link to subscribe to the Journey to Success Club, your path to podcasting. Here is where our community comes together, and you can send me messages like the episode, comment, plus as a club member, you will receive monthly tips on becoming a successful podcaster and growing your podcast. Thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to catch you in the next episode. Cheers.